Hello everybody. It is Mia with Southern Willow Crafting and Chalk with Mia here today with a fun, actually two projects because I found two identical surfaces and I wanted to craft on both of them. So let me get myself set up here, you guys, and I am excited to do these with you. They are simple, but I think that they're going to end up quite pretty. I don't know. We will see. I am going to just make sure that I can see everything from you guys here and get it to where I need it to be. And if you hop on, please say hello so that I know you're here. And that way I can have a little conversation with you. we can sit here and chit chat. Okay, so one more thing here and then I'll be good. Let me make sure I can see the comments. That's always the hardest when I can't see the comments. All right, so make sure my volume is down because we definitely do not want to hear me in stereo. I can tell you guys that right now. That I know for certain. All right, comments on. Hi, Essence, how are you? All right, if you guys are here, okay, good. I saw your comment. I was gonna say if somebody can comment, that would be fantastic because I don't always see the comments. I don't know what it is about Facebook, but they just don't like to show me the comments. So if you guys feel so obliged, please sprinkle the love, spread the love. If you want, I will put... Oh, you can see this. All right, if you guys want to see text notifications from me when I'm about to go live, just text me your name, first and last name, and the words notify me to this phone number. And I will receive a text notification and I will add you. It's just a way that I use to communicate with you guys because it's fast and easy rather than sending out a blast email. All right, so who's ready to do a little bit of crafting? I'm so excited. Okay. Hi, Dale. How are you? I'm just always going to assume that Dennis is not with you. Is that an accurate assumption? So cute. Okay. So you guys, so I got my shipment in of new transfers. Now this one we're going to work with because it's the Club Couture transfer, okay? Which is our monthly subscription program. Oh, let me make sure... Well, hello, Miss Cindy Chang. I think I saved this to the right group. So our Club Couture program, it's a monthly subscription program for $19.99 a month. You get this transfer, or it's a exclusive only for the club members and designers transfer, and it's a surprise every month. So it's like getting a box of creativity or a thing of creativity in the mail every month. And then you get some paste packets that go with it, just some sample paste packets so that you can try it. But it's kind of fun having the little, a little bit of fun in your mailbox every month. So I figured we'll work with this one today so that you guys can get an idea. Hi, Lisa. An idea of how to work with this transfer. Then this is another one of our new ones. This is my happy place. Love this. I think it's just kind of simple and easy. So I have a friend who has a barn and she sells a lot of old vintage, old reclaimed items out of that barn. And so I had found, or maybe Cindy, you may have found these. I can't remember. But we were there and found two of these pieces. Now they're old, it's old wood, and I don't know what this is, to be honest, what's on the front of it. But I love how just rustic and just kind of, yeah, rustic and old it looks. So I'm actually going to keep them as they are. I'm just going to wipe them down and make sure I get any of the old dirt and any loose pieces off. And I kind of wanted to do these today because I wanted to show you guys, you truly can, you know, chalk on almost, do chalk couture on almost anything. Now I'm hoping, now I have not, to let you guys know, I have not done it on this surface before. So I have no idea how this is going to turn out. Again, I am going to be the guinea pig for you guys. And if it doesn't work, then you guys will know, well, heck, that's one surface we can't work on, or maybe I didn't prep it right or whatever, but we will learn together. Hopefully, I keep getting connection notices, so hopefully I'm still on, and we shall see. So I'll show you guys kind of my thought process, and this one has a lot of dirt. Let's bang some of that dirt out of it. A lot of dirt on it. Okay. Old dirt. Who knows? Maybe it's from like the 1800s. I don't know where she got these pieces from, but they are awesome. Okay. All right. So what I thought I would do with this one is we're going to do this one upright. Okay. Because what I want to do, hi Celia. Oh, good. All right, Dale, that's what I figured. But you know, I don't like making assumptions. Sometimes I can be wrong. All right, so this, you guys, I got from the thrift store, from the DAV. It's a perfect condition little hanging wreath, and I loved the size of it. It's perfect for small crafting projects. It's just got these... let me get these off. I might use these again, but they're little, there's little ties. What do you call them? The little felt covered ties that we used to use when we were in grade school, or you see them at the craft store. A lot of wreath makers use them. I use them when I make bows, but let me get these off because I don't need them. But it's in perfect condition, this little wreath. And so I always say, go to your thrift store. Sometimes they have like a little craft de-stash area, or, and I paid $2 for it, you know, and check it out, because every now and then they'll have things that actually, a lot of times they still have the tag on it. So it's either somebody got a craft gift, or they had the idea of crafting and they just never got to it. I don't know. So what I figured is we're going to put this here, and I've got some boxwood greenery and just some little white flowers. These might be from the dollar store. Yeah, these are from the dollar store. These are from Walmart. Okay, these little boxwood pieces. And oh, I should have gotten my burlap. I was going to hang it with some burlap and then staple it on the back. I think I have some ribbon. Hold on, guys. This way, you guys can at least get the idea. I have, just for an idea, I've got dollar store ribbon here. One of them has leaves on it. The other one has like a gingham thing to it. Okay, so we're going to put this, and we're going to hang it with some greenery and some of the white flowers. And then we're going to do the May the Road Rise Up to Meet You, but we're not going to do the middle part. We're just going to do the words. Figured that would be easy. Okay, so let's lay this out. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, hey, Andrea, how are you? You caught me live. I'm during the day, which is not typical for me. Okay, so I do want to, I'm going to put a wax down on this surface, and you guys, and Cindy, don't kill me. I know I typically use, as you guys know, my Dixie Belle Best Dang Wax, right? Which I love. I'm still going to use it. But we did just come out with our own surface wax in a larger container than what we typically have it. So I figured we're going to give it a try. I don't know. Maybe I'll end up shooting myself later over it. But we're going to give it a try and see how it goes. And I've got some old t-shirts here. Really old. I need to cut up some more of my husband's old t-shirts because these have really seen their life. And I'm just rubbing it on. It's kind of like Karate Kid. Wax on, wax off. And just trying to give it a nice smooth surface. So we want to wax because it's going to help protect the surface underneath and help protect our transfer, so that when we lay it down, if it's uber sticky and I go to pull it up, it's going to be pulling up from that wax surface versus from its original surface. So, and then it helps me if I mess up and I want to do a different, like I could, because it's chalk, I could erase it later, because this seems like a non-porous surface. It almost seems like the glue backing or the sheetrock backing of the cabinet or the wood. And so I probably could wash it off and do another thing later. So that's kind of nice. Yes, pipe cleaners. Thank you, Judy. Yes. I'm on hold with somebody else. Hi, Amanda. I love that you joined in. Thank you. All right, guys. Yes, if you guys know somebody who enjoys crafting and would enjoy kind of these upcycle projects, you know, let them know about me. Spread the love a little bit. All right, so here we go. We are going to fuzz our transfer because this is the first time I'm using it. Even when it's not the first time, especially on a found surface or something you're not certain about, you don't want it to be uber sticky because then you don't know what's going to happen when you go to pull it up. So just add a little bit of fuzz to the back of it. This is our fuzzing. This is my fuzzing cloth on my shop. You can get that. Or if you don't have one and you have a terry cloth towel or a shirt, or pants or anything, that will work just fine as well. You don't have to have the fuzzing cloth. It's just nice because our fuzzing cloth has terry cloth on one side and smooth surface on the other to let you help dry. So that's why I like using our fuzzing cloth. All right, so I'm gonna do this. May the road rise up to meet you. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I was gonna have enough room. And again, I'm not going to do these floral edges, okay? Just because I think it would be too much with the wreath and everything else. I like simple, so I want simple and clean. All right, now I am literally just taking some new squeegee bars. I'm taking this and getting all of the air bubbles out. You want to make sure you get all the air bubbles out of the area you're going to be chalking in. And let me make sure I'm somewhat centered and even. Oops, my glue dots are sticking to my thing here. Okay, so that's at about 1 1/4. 1 1/4, okay, yep, I think we're good. Okay. All right, guys. I already picked out some colors. Again, I'm going very basic with this, you guys. Because in this case, I think less is more. I love the kind of the rusticness of the found surface. And so I want to, oh, hi, that's okay, Cindy. I don't want to pull away from kind of that vintage rustic found in a barn feel, right? All right, so for this one, I was going to use, here it is, our shimmer copper, because the copper kind of pulls out the wood tone in the wood a little bit. And I could have done the back side as well, I guess, but for some reason I just really kind of like this front surface and I did nothing to it. This is exactly how I found it, except for wiping it down when I first started, as you guys saw. All right, I'm just stirring our paste. You want it to be like a yogurt consistency, okay? Because it just, you don't want it runny. If it's runny like acrylic paint, the whole point of us having a screen mesh transfer is going to go away because liquid will find holes no matter what you do. So if it's liquidy, it's going to find a way to seep and then bleed. So you want a little bit of thickness to it. That's why we say yogurt, or like for me, cake icing. I don't eat yogurt, I eat cake icing. So if you can get that type of consistency, then you're good. Sometimes they come due to shipping and the heat and the cold, they will start to harden up a little bit. And because they have chalk in it, it will start to harden naturally as soon as you open it up to air. So you kind of want to make sure that you're taking care of your paste. You're stirring it, you know, once a month, like the first of the month. Just remind yourself to go in there and stir your pastes and, you know, take care of them. Make sure the lids are closed. The seals of them are closed tight. Just like any other paint, you know, they need a little tender loving care. And it goes a long, long way, you guys, our pastes and inks. We do have inks as well. All right. I'm so excited that I get to craft during the day and do some lives during the day with you guys. My work schedule has shifted a little bit, and I'm getting the opportunity to work from home. And so it's kind of allowing me to take these breaks during the day to craft with you guys, which is so cool. I'm so excited. Hi, Corey. How are you? All right, guys. So again, I'm just making sure there are no streak lines, meaning, see if I can create one. All right, so see how, I don't know if you guys can see, where is it? Above the U, see how there's like a little blob right above that U? It's a streak line. So you want to pull those out as much as possible, because what you see on top of the transfer is what you're going to see when you pull it up, because it's just going to go right on through. And if there's a heavier section than others, that's what's going to happen. Oh, awesome, Corey. Okay, guys, I'm going to pull this up. Now I'm going to pull evenly. So either from the middle or from the sides. You don't want to do it in an angle, because if one area gets stuck more than others, you're going to stretch your transfer. So just some little tidbits. Oh my gosh, you guys. All right, now I'm going to put this in a water bath, but with our new transfers, there's a new formula. You don't want it to sit in that water bath for too long, okay? So it'll be fine while I'm doing my live here, but I certainly wouldn't want it to sit, 30 minutes or more. So, you guys, look at that. Does that not look awesome? Again, simple, and it's got a glitter sheen to it. I don't think it's going to come across on camera, but so nice. It just kind of pulls that wood grain out a little bit, and adds a really nice addition to this. All right, so let me clean off my squeegee, and we're going to add this wreath, and then we're going to do the other one, you guys, and 2 projects done in probably less than 30 minutes, which is pretty freaking amazing. Okay, so let me figure out, we're going to put this here, okay, and I am going to just stuff these inside of, where are my little clippers? If Missy was watching me right now, she'd be like, Mia, for the love of goodness, get some wire cutters. Okay, so I have some old plier cutters here that will work just fine. I'm going to cut them a little long to start, just because I don't know how much I'm going to need. But this wreath is kind of nice because it's got the stuff wrapping around, which will let me, maybe this side's better, is that more? Let me kind of weave it in. If I can pull, there we go. Okay. So again, oops, and I yanked that one right off. So I'm just wanting to add a little bit of greenery. Let's lift that little. And then we're going to go in and add the flowers here in just a bit. All right, so this is a little long, so I'm going to cut this so I don't have that stem sticking way out. Hopefully I'll have enough here. Oop, there's another one, just fell right on off. And again, you can kind of manipulate these just a little bit. Just depends on where you put them. I'm going to slide this booger down just a little bit. There we go. I don't know if that did what I wanted it to do. Huh. These are very tight in here. Okay. All right, here we go. And then I'm going to put this one in. And again, I'm just randomly choosing. You guys can kind of see how this is turning out. Randomly choosing where to put these little box leaves. Now, you could use any type of floral you want. And the cool thing about this one is I can totally see changing out the florals for the seasons. So doing more harvesty type colors or whatever it is. And I'm not going to go all the way around. I literally just want to go around the top here. Maybe if I laid that, here we go. Just got to manipulate it a little bit. Okay. And again, these were from Walmart. I found that they're cheaper than Amazon and most crafting stores, and they look fairly decent. They're not probably the best. that I've seen, but they're decent and they look pretty good to convey the boxwood look. Okay. I'm just trying some of these. It's got like the vine wrapping around the wreath, and I was trying not to use the pipe cleaners. I could use fishing wire or some type of floral wire as well, which I might end up having to do because this is so tight around here. I'm having a hard time making my way through some of that. Okay. All right, guys. So you can see this is the hardest part of this whole project, really. Okay, I think, oh, there we go, there we go. Got it. Okay, so we got a little bit there. All right, I'm thinking actually, all right, so this is the way it looks so far. I've got one rogue guy who just keeps wanting to pop up and over. What I might do is end up gluing part of it down or finding somehow to weave it in here. But, all right, you know what? I can actually, I'll cut him because, that sounds horrible. I'll cut him because I don't need that extra little oomph there. Okay. All right, make sure I'm not missing. Oh, thank you. Hi, Amy. Okay, you guys, so this is the way it looks so far, right? And now I've got these cute little white flowers that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just gonna add a few of them in there. And again, depending upon the season, you could totally add, like for instance, something else I got from the Dollar Tree. I'll show you guys. So if we wanted to, see, I got these. So if you really wanted to, now these are a little bit long, but you get the idea. You can totally change out the floral for the season. So we're not completely out of summer yet. So I am going to add the little dainty white flowers in here because I just think that they are very pretty. And again, working my way through the already existing piece here. And again, just, oops, that one fell off. Just manipulate them any way you need to and anywhere you want. You could glue them down, you could use floral wire, a couple of different things, right? All right, guys, let's get one more. Okay, because again, I don't want a whole lot. I just want a little, just a little breath of floral additions here. And maybe we'll add this little guy. I can squeeze him underneath. Oh, nope, I can't. I can. Yay, so hopefully you guys are enjoying your Tuesday. All right. And I'll figure out a way to add. But look, we add just a little bit of white in there, some white florals. And again, I'll probably go back in afterwards and straighten them up just a little bit more, but mainly just to show you guys the idea, okay? And so now we can take, and I have some burlap ribbon. I can't believe, oh, I have some, oh, it's got blue in it. I was gonna say I do have some, but it's a blue jean color. Okay, so I am going to take, actually this one, and I'm gonna change it out for burlap later. I forgot to grab it before I went live, and that's upstairs. So I'm not gonna make y'all wait for me to run upstairs and then run downstairs. And these are Virginia Tech colors, so how can you go wrong with that, right? Can y'all tell I'm a hooky? Scissors, scissors, here's scissors. Okay. I think that'll be long enough. All right, so what we wanna do is, and actually I probably, if I had been smart, I can put it underneath. That way it kind of hides the ribbon just a little bit. And you could do several things here, okay, you guys? You could just have it wrap around the back. Right? Or you could tie a bow up here and then have it lying there. So what do you guys think? Do you like it? Type the word rise up if you guys are loving it. I just need to lift it just a little bit because it's starting to, there we go. All right, what do you guys think? I know it's very bright on the camera, but it is very simple and very cute. I love it. All right, comment if you guys love it, because I love it. All right, so we are going, all right, so now let's do the other one. You guys want to see the other one? Oh, wonderful. Love that you guys love this. Thank you, Linda. Yes, Dollar Tree DIY is so trending right now, and I love it because it's inexpensive, but you can make really cute decor items. And so item number 1 is done with a thrift store wreath, a resalvaged piece of wood that looks like it was ripped from something, Dollar Tree floral, and Walmart boxwood floral. Easy peasy, you guys. All right, so I'm going to put this somewhere where I won't run into it. All right, we're gonna do that. And I love that shimmer copper. It just adds such a really pretty addition to it. All right, so now I've got this piece, and I think I'm gonna make this the top. And let's get, oh wait, first, you know what? I'm gonna clean this transfer so that you guys can see how easy it is to clean. Now, if you don't have disinfectant wipes where you are, you can just use some lukewarm water and a paper towel. It works just the same. The disinfectant wipe, well, I shouldn't say it works just the same. The disinfectant wipe, there's something in it that helps reactivate a little bit of that sticky in the back. But if you don't have the disinfectant wipes, after you wipe it down, hit it with a blow dryer on cool or something, not too hot. It can be warm, but warm or cool, and then it'll start to reactivate that sticky as well. So you just literally wipe the front, and then you wipe the back. Look, I got some of my surface on here, but it's not going to hurt it because it did not get in the screen mesh. Everywhere I'm seeing it, it pretty much is just on the back. It did not get into the screen mesh parts, and if it did, I'm just scraping it right off. Yeah, we're good. All right, so it won't really hurt the transfer. Okay, it's just there, just adds a little bit of more character to it. All right, so once we do that, now I have 2 choices. I can let it just air dry, you know, with the sticky side up. This is the other side of my fuzzing cloth. I am literally just getting a little bit of that excess off. And then what I will do is let it either dry, sitting air side up, or if I've gotten most of that excess water off of it, I will go ahead and put it back on my backer sheet. And I like laying the transfer down and then laying the backer sheet on top versus the reverse, because it's just easier. That way the sticky isn't sticking and lifting and sticking and lifting, if you guys get my drift. All right, and as always, I write on the back so I know which side to put my transfer on. Rise up. Okay, done. Now that one is ready to be put back into its home in one of my books. Okay, thank you. Oh, thanks guys, I appreciate it. All right, so moving on. We are gonna go to project numero dos for the day. This is my happy place, which I can see this on a porch, I can see it on a back deck, I can see it in an office, in a craft room, wherever your happy place is, that's where this one should be. So I am going to write happy place on the back, again, so I know which side, because our backer sheets, one is a sheen side, one is a matte side. You want to always lay your transfer on the sheen side. Okay, so get my fuzzing cloth on the right side. I need to wash my fuzzing cloth. What do you guys think? It's been used a few times. It's loved. It's well loved. All right. So again, I'm going to let this be fuzzed a few times. Always to be safe than sorry. That fuzz will come right back off when you go to clean it. It really is fine. All right, I'm going to let that sit for a second while I put some wax on here. What did I do with my wax? Oh, I tell you, I would lose my head sometimes if it wasn't attached. Do you guys ever do that? Like literally walk around, you got your glasses on your head, and you're like, where are my glasses? Yeah, I have those moments. Don't tell anybody. All right, again, I do like our new wax. It is nice and smooth. It kind of feels like butter. It looks white in the container, very similar to the Dixie Belle, but it goes on clear. Before, all we had were these chapstick size wax containers, and it just didn't suit well for something a little bit larger. And so, anyway, so I'm hoping that this surface wax does better, and it seems to. You can feel it. When you run your hand across it, you're gonna feel that there's like a protective coating that's been applied. So you kind of know, and you don't need a lot. A little bit goes a long way. Oh, made in the USA. Huh, I wonder if they're making this at corporate. I know they make our pastes and inks at corporate, but in the US. So that would be cool if those were made in the USA too, or there. Okay, so I've fuzzed my transfer. I am now going to place this as centered as I can. Now with this one, I'm just gonna do black paste because I kind of want that bold, I want it to stand off a little bit from this. Since it's the only thing that's gonna go on this surface, I figured black. I was gonna do a brown, like a deep brown, but I'm thinking the black might be better. I don't know. I guess if we try it and we don't like it, we can wash it off and redo it, right? That's the lovely thing about Chalk Couture. You're not stuck. You're not stuck. All right, so I'm at about 1.5 inches, about 1.5 inches. Now this is hard because it's cursive, so it's not really, you know, gonna be exact, let's say. It makes it harder to measure. Now again, I'm just pulling all of those air bubbles out. Because this surface isn't completely flat, it probably will have a few little air bubbles in there, a few little bumps, but you want to try to smooth it out as much as possible. Okay, I have 2 of these out. I don't know why. Ooh, probably because that one is very clumpy. Let's see, I think this is a brand new one. Oh, nope, it's not. Okay, let's see if we can get this paste to comply. I'm just putting a little bit of distilled water in it. Again, this is, you can't really see how clumpy that is. It's because 1, I haven't used it in a while, and 2, some of our pigments, depending on the darker pigments, tend to clump up sometimes a little bit more than others. Now, I will say that if you ever get a paste from me that doesn't seem to be smoothing out after adding some water and stirring, then let me know and I can get you a replacement. Because just like anything, you might have gotten a lemon. Not gonna lie, sometimes it happens, right? But I do stand behind the products and we will get you a replacement. So please do not ever hesitate to contact me if that happens. All right, so we're getting it a little bit more smooth. It's a little bit thicker than I usually do, but it's still got some fluid movement to it. So we're gonna try this. Okay. And again, a little bit goes a long way. See how it's kind of still being very smooth, and when I apply it, that's a good thing. All right, so I'm put it on, and then I pull all the excess off, and I use that excess for the bottom. Because I can do this one fairly quickly, I'm not gonna pull as I go. Sometimes people will pull the transfer up as we go to ensure it doesn't dry. But I'm doing this one fairly quickly, so I'm thinking I'll be okay. because again, it does have chalk in it, and so it does have a tendency to want to dry very quickly. All right, guys. Just with that little dab, I got all of that done. A little dab will do ya. Okay. All right, you guys ready for the peel and reveal, as we call it? Okay. All right. Here we go. Yes, Corey, I can definitely help you. It may be that it's coming in another shipment. Anything that they happen to run out of, they are putting in a secondary shipment, especially if it showed back ordered on your packing slip. You guys, it's crazy. The crafting world during this quarantine has gone nuts, and we are experiencing out of stock shipments so much more than we ever have in the 3 years I've been doing this. I mean, it's a good thing because it means that our products have value and their quality, but it is shocking. All right, sorry, I'm just cleaning up this little side because I want to show this to you guys because it turned out so good. So good. All right, here we go. You guys ready? Is this not awesome? Type the word happy if you guys like this. I love it. And you guys can see it's so rustic and just kind of beat up and old, and it just, I don't know, just sings to me. I love it. I think it looks so good. And the black, I wasn't certain at first, to be honest with you guys. I was wondering if it was going to be too dark, but I think it kind of makes it does exactly what I wanted it to do. It pops from the rustic background of it. And I think that works well because there is nothing else on it, right? That's all I did. All right, so thank you guys. Thanks, Nancy. Thanks, Dale, Corey, and Judy. Thank you, everybody. All right, so I'm going to clean this one off. As you can see, there's a lot of black on here. And so we have two ways of doing this. Now, because it's a dark pigment, there will probably always now be a black tone on my transfer. Have no fear, it does not hurt the transfer. Again, as long as that screen mesh is clear, you're good. The black, it's what we call ghosting. It just happens because the pigment happens to be dark. So it's not a bad thing. I just sprayed it with some distilled water. And this is just a regular paper towel. There's nothing special about it. As you guys can see, I do this right on my table because it's not harmful. And so it makes it, very easy to clean. This just helps me get some of that excess off to start with. And then do the back, and I'm going to hit it with a disinfectant wipe again. The other way that you can clean it, and you can do this while it's sitting in a water bath or in your sink, is we have what we call board erasers. And if I can find mine, usually I have it sitting right here. Right here. What did I do with it? Anyways, they're like, I don't have it next to me for some reason, but they're like magic erasers, but it's just our version of it. And so, and it's really nice. It takes some of that ghosting away, some of that, leftover pigment that gets left onto your transfer. It takes some of that away and cleans it up, which is nice. They're also really great to use on surfaces. So if you're redoing a surface, because our transfers can be used 8 to 10 times, sometimes a lot more. And so if you're cleaning a surface and putting a new sign down, then that board eraser helps get rid of any old ghosting and shadowing that you see from the previous design on the surface, which is really nice. Okay, so I'm gonna hit this with my fuzzing cloth on the dry side. We're just gonna let that dry just a little bit. All right, you guys, and I'm gonna put it back on my backer. Again, I always do it with the sticky side up, and then I line up my backer on one side, whoop, and lay it down. So much easier than doing it the other way around. All right, everybody. So that is it. I have done 2 projects today. This is my happy place and May the road rise up to meet you. Again, I have to fix my ribbon, but you guys get the idea, right? The lighting is a little bright. May the road rise up to meet you. Both today, and if you guys want to be notified when I go live, you can text your name here. Otherwise, just hit the follow button on my Chalk with Mia page, and or if you're in the Southern Willow crafting group right now, then just hit the follow or like and change your notifications for all notifications, and then you'll get one when I'm actually physically live versus getting a couple minutes of a heads up. If you're interested in joining my free crafting group, just type the word craft in the comments, and you should get a link to my free crafting group. And if you're interested in learning more about my products and how you can do this as well, or joining my team, just message me or comment join down below, or just send me a message and I'd be happy to talk to you guys about it. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure we don't have any other questions. Okay. Nope, I don't think so. Just some love, which I appreciate so much. All right, everybody, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. I'll see you again soon with another crafting project. But until then, happy chalking. Bye, everybody.